And welcome, I'm Solo, and this is ZN Gaming. In this video, I'll be going over how to set up a streamer bot with Kick. Before I waste any more time, let's jump into it. Now, this video is assuming that you've already actually installed StreamerBot and now you're trying to connect it to Kick. To get started, if you already have StreamerBot installed and are having some kind of issue connecting to Kick, we are going to need to log in on the website and connect Kick to fix the error. If you're just setting up Kick with StreamerBot for the first time, I'll go over step by step on how to connect it and set it up with the StreamerBot to work with Kick. Again, in this here video, I will be assuming that you already have StreamerBot installed, and if you don't, I will leave a link in the description below. I will post a video that covers the full setup. I'm making this here video because there was an issue with the setup and there's a few other extra steps that we might need to take to actually get Kick connected correctly. So if you're here because you got the error connecting Kick, it will be the same process. The first place we're going to need to go is we're going to need to actually jump over to StreamerBot. So over on StreamerBot's website, all we're going to need to do is log in. I actually suggest logging in with your Discord. And once you're logged in, you're going to need to go down here to the connections and you're going to have to make sure that your Kick is connected here. So if you already have the StreamerBot downloaded and it errored out or give you some kind of warning, it's because it's not connected here. So the first thing we're going to need to do is just click connect. Now it's going to just bring you through the process and it's going to get you to log in with your Kick information, and that's all you're going to need to do from here. If you don't already have it downloaded, you should download the app as well. So if you're here just to set it up with Kick the first time, you can just go to the home after in the account settings and you'll be able to just download it on the home page. Again, I will leave a link in the description below of a video of how to set it up, so if you need that, click it and come back once it's set up. Now, after it's connected, you should be able to just open up the StreamerBot, which I assume you already have installed and connected to OBS. Again, I will leave the link in the description below to have that fully set up. Once you launch StreamerBot, the next thing we're going to need to do is actually connect it to the platform. So I'm assuming again that you already have it connected to the OBS, which is just the very first initial setup process. We're going to need to go to the platforms and we're going to need to go down here to Kick. It should be as simple as clicking login. If it does not have a green check mark to here to your Kick account is linked on the streamer.bot, you must go to the website, the streamer.bot, log in, go to your account settings, and then make sure that you link your Kick. If it's not linked, you will get an error and it will have a few issues. You will have an error and you might not get it to work the first try. So keep that in mind. And now all we need to do is just click the login. And if you happen to keep running across this here fatal error, we're going to go through an actual check for the next update to see if it'll fix this here issue. So now we had that error a couple of times. I'm going over to this here kick.bot. So there's a plugin. It's totally not related. I did check it out in a couple of places. I found it on the forum Reddit. So the Reddit poster here shows that this was the bot plugin. We're going to give it a try to fix up the bot so that it'll actually log in. We've tried a couple of other things, but this seems to be the route we're going to go. So from here, we did download the latest kick.bot. It's a plugin. I'll leave a link to this in the description below. And we opened up the bot itself, the streamer.bot, on our desktop. We just have it extracted here on our desktop. And now we're going to need to actually make a Dells folder. So in here, we need to create new folder. And we need to call it DLLS. So it says Dells. Then all we're going to do is double click on it and we're going to drag in all of this here stuff from the folder into the StreamerBot DLLs folder that we just made. We're going to go ahead and close StreamerBot while we're doing this. Click yes. After we've done that, we're just going to go back, and from here we're just going to have to relaunch our StreamerBot. To that, we just give it a double click. Now it should take a few minutes. We're just going to close this here folder down. We're going to close some of this here stuff. We don't need this here anymore. And we'll close this one. So from here, we're going to need to actually import the stuff we just added. So we're going to click on the import here. We're going to reopen this, go to our DLLs, and there's an actions text file here. So the import string is this here. We're just going to have to drag that. And these are just the files that we just barely added, the DLLs, and it's the actions. We just drag it in here. It's going to show us what this here is. It's got some code, and we just need to import this. It's going to warn you what you're importing. Just click yes, and it should automatically fix everything up. And we're going to click yes. Now it's going to load up with this here kick.bot configuration, and it's pretty simple. We can just click the login here. It should automatically do everything that we need it to do. So we click the login. Now we're going to have to use our username and password to log in here. Okay, so once you're here, there is one problem. So if you've logged in using, let's say, a service like Google, there's no login with Google here. What I had to do actually was go and change my password. So I just had to go and do a password reset, which actually wasn't too hard. I just had to go to the login, use the email, exactly no capitals or capitals where they're supposed to be. And then it took me quite a while actually to get that, but that is just something to know. If you happen to log in using Google, you will have to log out of Google and try logging in with a user's name and password. If there's no password, if it doesn't let you pass that point, you just need to reset your password and that should work. Then just use your email and password to log in. This is going to bring up a security code. You're going to need to use the security code, so you're going to have to check your email again. Once that's done, you should actually see your information. It's going to say that you're connected. After that, we should be able to give this here a close. From here now, it might not change this here broadcast here. Like you might not see any change in here at all. So after that, you'll be able, when you're in your actions, you'll be able to go to any of your commands. You'll actually see the kick.bot command should actually be here. But if you go into any of your other ones, so let's say I have an SO command in the triggers, when I go to add, when I go to custom, it should have all of the things that you can do for the kick. So this is going to help us later on when we want to add things like shoutout commands and stuff like that, which if you're looking for that kind of content, a super good shout out command with StreamerBot, I do plan on making one of those, so definitely get subscribed so you don't miss it. But that's going to be it for this one here. You're going to be able to now go through and it'll be chat messages, there's going to be commands, so you'll be able to just make any command here at all. And like I said, I'm going to be going through and making a bunch of commands for Kick and Twitch. So if you stream on Twitch as well, I will be covering a bunch of StreamerBot videos in the future for both Kick and Twitch. So if you're interested in those, definitely get subscribed. But I just wanted to cover how to fix this here issue. It was something I run across a few times, and actually I looked for quite a long time before I found something to fix it. That's how you're going to be able to add the Kick to the StreamerBot, and from there you'll be able to make all of the commands. Any first word in chat, you'll be able to make it so that it can be a command. If you don't know how to do that, definitely get subscribed so you don't miss it. That's it for this one here. This is a quick fix. So if you happen to have a problem like I was having with the StreamerBot, this should get you up and going with a few more commands and access to the kick.bot. But thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.